Stadium in Chapel Hill, North Carolina. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. It's the Tulane Green Wave and the North Carolina Tar Heels. Reese Davis, Dave Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Guys, I caught up with the Green Wave head coach before the game. He understands both teams are in the top 25. Both teams are quality with a lot of talent on the rosters. But he believes this stadium can make a difference. This crowd has proven to be one of the best in college football. They have been pumping in crowd noise all week at practice to make sure they are prepared for this moment. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Tulane will kick it off to get this game underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Fresh set of downs going up top. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
Looking for running room. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll need 3 yards here on 3rd down to keep this opening drive alive. A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to him and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
And the Tar Heels will have it 1st and 10. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Caught. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. The Tar Heels are moving quickly down the field. They'll move the wide receiver. Oh, a double pass. Under pressure. Makes the grab on the left. Shakes a man, and he might take off. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And the Tar Heels go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Lucky to get it off.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Well, you just sort of felt like this defense had to do something to get this quarterback out of a rhythm, right? He's been picking them apart all drive long, and finally they come up with a sack.
The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. It is good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll return it. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. With the draw, it's McClure. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Just like we expected, this home crowd getting involved right from the start. The give to the left. There he goes. The 50. At the 30. 10. To the house. Touchdown, Tulane.
And it's the game-breaking speed you see right there. He takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would have been playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
And it's so nice to have that guy back. Like to keep that guy on your roster, it's like recruiting the best player in the country, right? You got one of the best backs. To be able to keep that guy on your roster was the big offseason coup. Like you mentioned, the NFL can also transfer, can go make money elsewhere. To keep him on the roster, and he shows you why. This guy is the catalyst, one of the best in the country at his spot.
And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. A little bit of feeling each other out there down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
The Tar Heels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking for a crease to the left. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's changing the play. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Trying to make magic with his feet. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Ready? Breaks into the open. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And the Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Maybe a double pass. He'll pull it down and run. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Line getting set on 2nd down. Handoff to the lone back. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a 1st down. Guys, the quarter comes to a close, and Tulane has the lead here. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary.
7, North Carolina,
3. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on 1st. Out wide left, it's Rodgers. Snags it, and there's running room. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that. And once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Green Wave offense makes its way onto the field. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Pulls it, trying to get the corner. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
2nd and long here. To the air. It's Duckworth. Unloads it left. Just had to get rid of it.
You know, this defense knew the offense was going to try to take shots vertically down the field and do it in a variety of ways. That time, they were able to defend the corner route and swat the ball down.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the 1st down.
Hey, watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
Well, we knew coming into this one the tight end was a big part of this offense, and you've seen it early in this game. They've moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a lot of different ways. Defense is going to have to make some adjustments trying to stop this guy.
Keeps it on the ground. He breaks a tackle.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Left side, it's Warren. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The Tar Heels line it up with a 1st and goal. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. He has kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
Third and goal, where the strong come through. Out methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target, then make the big play, get the touchdown.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They covered half the field with a 50-yard touchdown drive. And they finished it off, needing just a few inches and going up top to get it. On the move from inside his 5. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Timeout now called by the Tar Heels. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Bunch formation for these receivers. Making the adjustment on the play. Drops back on first down. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. And the Tar Heels will hustle to the line.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field, too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
North Carolina will call its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Tar Heels come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Throws it back. He'll pull it down. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And the Tar Heels come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Grabbed behind the line. It's Warren. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, UNC! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you can have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Running to the left. On the move is the 30. There he goes. The 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Green Wave. And what a no shot at catching it.
And that is going to leave ball, and you can't tackle him and get him down with all those bodies back playing prevent. That is a terrible job of defense. And to add insult to injury, you've now given up the lead.
And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. Locker room, 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Fellas, welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 3 team, the Alabama Crimson Tide. And it's the Buckeyes. This has been a good one, a battle of 1-0 teams.
Gets it just across the 30 to the 31-yard line, and that's where the return is stopped.
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Back to throw, it's Duckworth. He's going to take off. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44, a big-time pickup on that one.
You honestly can't really do it better than that. You can't. I mean, that was designed to be a pass play. Give the defense credit. They get some pressure, but this guy's just too good. He just instinctively knows when he needs to scramble and get out of dodge. And at that point, he's making good decisions. If a guy's open, he's throwing it. But if it's not, he's not even hesitating. I'm going to go get what I can get a first down with my speed and athleticism. Let's keep this drive rolling.
Right side, it's McClure. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Tulane right back to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Press shutted downs going up top. Zings it complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Quarterback keeper. Might have it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Green Wave. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. A 69-yard touchdown drive.